Hello everyone, this is Iracing. I have a race to show you from iRacing over at Circuit de Ledon. Pardon my terrible French. This this is my closest race yet in my short iRacing career. I've only been racing on iRacing for a few weeks now, and this is my closest race yet. The top three was decided within 7/10 of a second. Let's go ahead and start it off. Already we have a car going behind, some car popping in and out, yellow car crashes out, silver knocks red off the track, does not care. Silver in this race is a bull at a china shop, bumps another red car, because why not? If you haven't been able to tell, this is on the bottom splits. So you're witnessing some true bottom split behavior. Though I can't say I've helped in making that any better. Definitely a definitely way to start a race, to say the least. So here we are trying to keep up with the leader. They are definitely pretty fast compared to me, and I am very slow. So I managed to hold my own in bottom splits just because the floor can only go so low. So here we are chasing and being chased by the silver car, which has a tendency to hit red cars. They were definitely racking up the incident points early in race. And I am just trying for my life to keep up with the silver black car, gray black car. Silver car is behind me. And this is going to be the top three for the rest of the race. It really was just about surviving that first lap chaos. I was able to get off enough of a good start that I didn't have to deal with any of the foolishness that occurred on that opening lap. Those other two red cars, I guess, are trying to compete to see who can get their revenge on the silver car, but they're not going to be a factor for the top three in this race, unfortunately. I can see now why it's difficult to watch racing. There's not action. I can see why people just like watching the highlights. And I can see why YouTubers like to put multiples of their races. So recently I've been messing with the setup with my R5 bundle. And part of that, well, actually, big modification was I added a spring performance kit to it. Unfortunately, my setup isn't a rig, so I don't think I'm getting the most out of the spring kit as I could be. It's definitely very difficult to press on, and I don't have a lot of like travel distance. It's the opposite problem that I had when I had no spring kit, in which the brake pedal had too much give, and it made trail braking difficult. Still made that very difficult because it's just like you just full brake and trying to modulate with all that. And I'll have to look at getting a new spring to hopefully improve my trail braking. So as you can see, I am just cruising that car over in P1. They are gaining all of that distance. So on lap 1, I picked up 2 incident points. There are 17 incident points that I can allow myself before it becomes a worry. And by worry, I mean to get disqualified for 17. So I'm just That guy in P1 is really, really just losing me. And the guy in the silver car just starts to reel me in. Every lap, he's just getting closer and closer to my rear end. Here I go off track a bit. I tried carrying some speed into that corner. That was my third incident, so I still had 14 left, so it was a bit of a gamble to try to get more distance between me and the guy over in P3, because he is slowly but surely getting closer and closer as the laps progress. Races like this, where the top three can be very static for most of the race, really gives me appreciation for how different like racing series they'll go ahead just make a highlight video because the action can be very sparse unless you're just going throughout the field, and when you're focusing only on one driver, you can end up in situations like this where not a lot happens, and I can see why YouTubers who do sim racing will put multiple races in the same video, because there's not a lot of commentary you can give when not enough happens. I mean, we have something going on here. Silver Car is giving me a run for my money. They are they just keep on reeling me in. Here I don't really do a good turn here, and they get even closer. It's a miracle they do not pass me on this lap. Here we go. Bit wide there. Some some smoke. Can only wonder where that came from. So it's just giving us the chase. Luckily, our car is not red, but every time we brake, we give him extra red to focus on. Since apparently he has a thing for hitting cars with red. Oh, here he is. He gets really close to me here. Really, really close. I'm able to fend him off. And get a little cute there. Luckily, it didn't result in incidents. Got me a little more breathing room between me and him. A little more breathing room. Coming down here, feel pretty confident on this part of the track. Oh my goodness, the blinking car's back. Still blinking. And luckily I didn't have to race against him, because that's just be distracting. Just a car that just phases in and out of the game. I can see why that yellow car crashed out earlier, because yeah, that's just freaky. Halloween type nonsense. Oh, and the lead car goes off. He goes off, he's slow. Silver wind goes wide. Silver car goes off again, and there we go. That is how we take the lead. The gray black car built up such a large lead, but on this last lap, he just messes up. He's gonna come back with a vengeance though, because he was definitely way faster than me and Silver were for most of the race. And this right here, we're gonna go back to a thing that I've done on with my setup for iRacing. I have a button dedicated to turning off the rear view mirror, and for this rest of this lap, I did not have the rear view mirror on. I did not want to see what was going on behind me because of stuff like that, because that's just hard to drive with. Because most of the time, like I said, when you're driving any like normal two-seater, the rear view mirror is to the right, but in iRacing, you see the rear view mirror up and center, and that can be distracting when you're trying to put down a good lap and you have someone on your tail like that. So here I am. Oh my goodness, like right there. a car died on the road, and luckily I was able to avoid it. Luckily, both me and the other guys, I don't know if that blue flagger just didn't get the memo of what to do, but that was scary. And here we go, crossing the finish line for the and taking the checkered flag and getting our first win on iRacing. That was intense. Here I am on the victory lap, just soaking it in. Thank you all for watching. Here is a clip from my Twitch stream and my live reaction to this moment.
The leader is coming up with you. Do not advance. Go left.
We did it!
Nice job out there.
Oh my god, we actually did it. We won. Oh, we're 3 to the points too. Oh my god. You can take it, I don't care. I got my win.